player. I'm just not sure his coach wants him running the ball out of deep defence. If he's going to use his skill, it really needs to be in the attacking half. You just can't have soft turnovers against an Indian team that can punish you. There's that ball again.
Dharamveer back to Saravanjit. Was he held up? No, he put the elbow out. Advantage paid. Jackson this time listens to David Wansbrough's advice, throws it forward.
And aren't their strikers working well, England? They're really presenting, giving their midfielders plenty of options. It's a really important part. When you want to hold the ball and you go forward, you do need to have options, otherwise you'll turn it over.
Richard Smith playing his 50th game for England and Great Britain tonight. A minor milestone. No doubt he'll remember it fondly if they win. Tushar chased by the speedy Richard Alexander, holds them up.
Interesting, wasn't it, too, once that tackle was made, how Sardar just ran in behind, looking to link up. Really good attacking play from defence, isn't it, just to do that support running. Beautiful turn from Jackson.
Barry Middleton just keeping it in. Alexander monstered from behind by Vikram and obstructed in the process.
Well, he's their workhorse, isn't he, Vikram? He's a bit like Richard Alexander in that he does the heavy work.
And in fact, looks like the two of them are going to spend a bit of time together. Vikram ran straight to Alexander. Now Alexander chasing Vikram.
Good umpiring, Tim Pullman. It's definitely out of Vikram's control. Let it go.
Mackay back to Alexander. Vikram goes to it again. Chance. Oh, great tackle. Sardar Singh. Perfect placement, perfect timing.
He's so well balanced, isn't he? Look at this tackle. Little doubly ball into the circle. Thought there was going to be a tomahawk. Not just made the tackle and jumped.
Yeah, he avoided the scythe.
He's actually gone to the right-hand side this time. Sardar, and Sandeep come to the left. Look at that. Oops. Actually, intercept nearly made.
Sardar. Gurbadge. Read by Nick Catlin for England.
Well, that was the ball that scored a magnificent goal against Pakistan the other night. You've seen replays of that. Bobby Crutchley, yep.
Yeah, great player in his own day, Bobby Crutchley. One of the assistants to Jason Lee. Good cross. That's a corner. Deflected off a defender's stick, but gee, that was close. Rob Moore was there.
And listen to the Indian crowd. They're pretty happy it's not a goal. Took them a while to work it out.
Late whistle from Tim Pullman, but that ball by Alexander ruled dangerous.
Just the angle he got there. In fact, he also lifted it. Pressure save from Vikram, yeah, wasn't it?
Danish. Robert Turkey. Sandeep. Lovely trap, great cross. No, it's not. It's too deep.
Idea was right, though, to get it in there early. Had he taken any longer, it would have allowed England to get players back. Look at the trap. You can hit that ball across and get the deflection. The two Indian forwards were right on the pads.
Harry Martin. Stick check from behind, just plays on. Didn't bother stopping the ball and not brought back. Jackson has taken the deflection with the England's ball at the far side, at the near side, I should say.
And I think they'd be pretty happy how they've started this game. They've just taken a bit of the sting out of the crowd. 12 minutes in, and they've held their own here.
Bharat Charaka. Sada back to Prabodh.
And right now, India have 3 strikers in the circle with 3 defenders marking them. So it's 3 on 3 if they can get the ball to the circle, but they can't.
Not easy.
No, you've got to get through that midfield, which is pretty crowded because England's got the extra person there.
Good run from Tyndall. Rob Moore has support from Martin, uses it now. Wilson. Gee, I thought they might have kept going forward there.
Yeah, and they may well have been better to go left. Easy up here, but Ashley Jackson was at the inside left position. And they really did have a chance to go forward. Exactly, Christo. When they get that chance, they really need to stay positive. They've made the intercept, done everything right, and then decide to take the less threatening option. One thing India did very well against both Pakistan and Australia the night was just work the ball through the middle of the ground, be prepared to pass it short, and then beat the initial marker, and that allowed them to really get to the circle quickly, like this sort of situation, but England aren't just giving them the space.
Jackson. Must have been checked on the way through. Nothing there. Right in front of the umpire. Ravi Pal stayed with him all the way through.
And as a tackler, what you're trying to do there is not get too committed to go one way or the other. Very difficult when Jackson's turning and twisting, but the Indian footwork in defence is generally pretty good.
This is Dhananjay Mahadik, India's second option on penalty corners. Sandeep Singh being the first option most times. Well done by Middleton. Wasn't sure that he'd trapped it until he looked down.
He needed to make the pass though, didn't he? Just took too long. Excellent work to win it, but I would like to have seen him just throw that quickly to Alexander and allow them to flow into attack.
Mind you, his hands may still have been stinging.
Yes. And I think their mentality also is really, if they're going to err anywhere, it's actually going to be conservative rather than taking that risky pass.
Rob Moore, James Tyndall. Gee, there's a lot to like about Jimmy Tyndall's running with the ball, apart from that one.
Yeah, no, look, generally the strikers, what's noticeable to me is how hard they're working. They're shifting around off the ball. They're not always getting it, but they're giving the Indian defence problems. That's a really good tactic, because the Indian defenders got great hands, great tacklers, but they're not the best communicators. So if they can lead around into spaces, they're going to open up holes.
Saravanjit, loose ball in the circle still. Oh, and he's put it wide. Shivendra Singh.
It was like in slow-mo. Had the initial backstick swipe, which I think got blocked. It did, got a second chance.
Now, that would normally, in this game, the way they've been umpiring it, be called dangerous play. The umpire said he actually made some very faint contact.
Well, there wasn't a pass left in the end, was it? Or a shot to the corner. It was a nothing shot. Well, they should have done better. I think he was in shock almost. He had a second chance.
Neatly done by Tusha.
They do some things that you wouldn't practice at home, would you? You wouldn't teach your juniors. They're just remarkable hands.
Sada, lovely trap by Mantell. One of the smart things that Jason Lee and the home performance director David Faulkner have done is they forced the England players back into indoor hockey. And that has improved their reverse stick trapping and handling enormously in just 2 years. Barrett eases it out. Arjun.
Well, really well done by Barrett at left half there. Did the hard yards to make sure that pass didn't get through. So important that India are good defensively. We know they can attack. So they've got to make sure they're moving quickly, cut out those sort of passes.
Dhananjay.
Just a little bit of hand pointing going on between the Indian players. You don't want that to start.
Midway through the first half. A bit early, isn't it? Sada, who's now joined at the back by Prabhat Tirkey. Sandeep Singh has been given a rest. Dhananjay also sitting at the back. Now Prabhat moves forward.
Interesting too whether Sandeep, they continue to run him out from penalty corners defensively.
I can't see the sense in that any time. Here come India again. And Shivendra earns the penalty corner first of the game, and Sandeep is off.
Well, you talked about the indoor hockey that the English are playing, and Mantell's one of those. But in close, if you can move him one way, he's a big guy. It's very hard for him to get down low, and really well done there by was it or Dhananjay? Just pulled it back into the foot. Shivendra. You can see there Mantell. I don't know if he got one on the head as well as he followed through, but just quickly pulled it back in. No, nothing there, but yeah, Sandeep not on the pitch, so
it'll be Dhananjay Mahadik or Danish Mujibur. There's Jimmy Fair. Listen to this crowd, and look at how much the stadium is filled as people come in from work.
Well, you'd say it's 85% now, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Oh, the poor kid.
The baby's back again from the other night.
Poor child. Give it earmuffs, folks, please. Rajpal. Dropped for Danish. It's been put in by Rajpal.
And look at the celebrations.
It was Dhananjay who took the drag and drop. And Rajpal Singh, India's captain, has put the host nation one goal up in this do-or-die semi-final.
And it's all about taking opportunities. No Sandeep, didn't matter. Look at this. This is a dummy that didn't work the other night. The spin around gives a clear shot. England did well to defend that. But so hard for the keeper to get up quickly. And look how they just hunted down the keeper. Very good work by the forwards to have the rebound pressure. And it just fell nicely, didn't it?
In fact, it's Saravan, not Rajpal. Saravanjeet. What an important goal for him, the 22-year-old.
Well, if anything, you would have said that England's had the better of the game so far, so that's a pretty important goal for him. It just gives them that extra spark in their legs. Certainly gives the crowd plenty to cheer about.
Nick Catlin. Remembering the winner of this game goes through to meet Australia on Thursday for the gold medal. Alistair Brogdon. Chance here. Oh, and should have been finished. Mantell had a little more time than he knew, and Jackson just had that bounce over his stick.
Awful defence from the Indians. 6 of them all around the ball, too excited. Look at them watching the ball. And look at that, just English player drifting on his own in the circle. Unlucky, it just bounced over the stick. He was in the right spot, and in some ways the ball's almost hit more slowly than what he expected. But you've got to ask your questions about the Indian defence there. 6 players ball watching. And in some ways that can be crowd created. They get excited and they get frenzied. Actually forget to do the sensible thing. Actually, big chance for England.
Wilson.